Hello, welcome to another weekly analysis with Raba Fx. So, you know the drill. We are going to jump straight into it. First of all, we are looking at gold, and this was my overall direction from last week analysis. I was still expecting the monthly to be bullish, the weekly to be bullish, and the daily bullish. All right. So let's see how this week will play out. So far, my target was that price should continue going up till it gets here. But this month has been a month of indecision. The last month, May, was a month of indecision. Price opened, went high, came low, then rejected back up here, and then closed. The market has not started yet. Today is 1st of June. So by Monday, we are going to see a new month print. So this is sign of indecision on the monthly. That means if you are to read just the price action, buyers were not able to push price higher. There are a lot of panic in the market. Probably people taking more profit, and also people not placing much more of a long-term bet on gold. So, but still my overall stance is still monthly bullish because I've not seen price rejecting from any monthly resistance. Okay, until I see that, I will then consider going bearish. But for now, the monthly time frame is still bullish. Okay, so from there we look at the weekly. So on my weekly, same thing, weekly is still bullish. Now, someone replied in the comments and said that he is expecting a bearish weekly. All right. And obviously, as you can see, price moved to the downside. But there's a way I approach the market. All right. The weekly itself is not bullish. What is not bearish? What became bearish was the daily. I'm going to talk about it when we get to the daily time frame. Okay, so that you don't use emotions or you don't rely on less sophisticated method to determine the direction of the market. When I say the weekly is bullish, all I'm saying is that the overall direction is bullish and probably price should continue going higher when we trade into any of this region. These are the area where I'll be looking to buy from. All right. The reason is because we close that. You can see that we close above the reversal opening price resistance here, and price came back in. All right. So two things are involved there. We have the first resistance here. So if I'm to buy here, I will be taking my profit here just in case, because this is the range. This is the weekly range that we might be trading off from. All right. This is the weekly range we might be trading off from. Now we've established a fresh resistance, another resistance on top here. All right, we have two resistance here. So we might be having sideways market for quite some time. All right, but you should know where your target is. So if I'm buying here, for example, and the price change to bullish in the daily, these are areas where I'll be taking my long position off. All right. And if price comes in here and then dictates to me that the market is about to be bearish, the market is not yet weekly bearish. But once price comes in here and rejects, then I will consider looking for bearish move, probably to this level. If price close below that, we then go to target this freshly printed level just below the monthly. All right. So when I say weekly is bullish, is the overall market, but the sentiment could be bearish, which can arise from the daily time frame. All right. So these are my areas I'm marking off on the chart. So we go to our daily and see what happens. Now, as you can see, price rejected from here. This is where the daily shifted. Let me use a thinner line. We rejected from there, and that's how the market became bearish. All right, we rejected from there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Price closed below, so we have a stronger bearish movement there, but price currently is trading at this support. So we're going to look at what happened here. This is the daily range. So if price coming here, we want to sell. Daily is bearish. Daily is bearish. So let's go back to where is. So the only thing I will change here is now when the market starts, there are ways I know that market has changed bearish, not at the end of it. Market was bearish the moment Monday, Tuesday started. All right. So if you want to learn how that is being done, you can join my free mini course, and then eventually if you are interested in the mentorship, you can do that. So yeah, daily bearish. All right, so we'll be focusing on the bearish trade intraday or scalping. Intraday, I don't scalp much. I trade intraday or I swing. So this is the stance. The monthly is still bullish, weekly is still bullish, though we have set a fresh weekly resistance that can result in a bearish move. Until we get there, these are the bearish resistance here. The weekly resistance here. So we've not traded into there. So let's see what happens. So for me, if price trade back up here into this area, I want to favor the intraday sell because the daily is bearish. 1 minute. I think we rejected off this area. Okay, you can see that the bullish stance is still there. Now let's be on the same page here. Because of this fresh what's it called level, price touch and rejected, we have to, before we push on for the bearish move, we have to wait for further confirmation because the end might be here, and this movement here have created a new bullish wave. Just that price is trading back off this level into this. But I think on Monday, Tuesday, I will come on live and then throw more light on what you should be expecting here. That will be better. I should come on live on Tuesday and then explain that. So for now, gold is just it's not giving us something of this nature here. All right, a lot of people are taking profit. The smart money, the big banks are manipulating people by creating liquidity. These are all liquidity, yeah, inducing everyone to buy, to sell. By the time the price wants to move, it sweeps liquidity and then push from the opening price. So till Monday, Tuesday, I will come out live and then we are going to talk on this. On NAS, going to the monthly, we are saying monthly bullish, weekly bearish, and daily bullish as at the beginning of the week. Okay, let's see if we still feel the same. Now, first of all, the month ended with a rejection, yeah, but the rejection alone is not valid to start selling. Market is still very bullish on the NAS 100 monthly time frame. As you can see, we are rejecting off multiple opening prices, especially from here. This is a target, but obviously, if nothing happened here, we should be targeting the high then. All right. So there's not much to see here than the long-term picture. On the weekly, Do we close above that level? We close below. So we rejected off this area on the weekly. And then we also created a new support. When I see the support and resistance close, the range are too close to one another. Weekly bearish. The bearish move ended here. So in that case, we should continue this bullish push. We should continue this bullish push, at least with target here. So for what I can see, the weekly is bullish. Weekly bullish, we push the price down till we get here. And then daily bullish, we continue the daily movement. Now, the rules I gave my students to follow when they are conflicting different time frame directions. All right, there are certain rules you need to follow. So they know what to have done. Yeah. And then let's see how we are going to capitalize on this. So for me, we continue looking for higher prices. If price can come back to this area, you can buy from there. This is a good spot to buy. Or if we have freshly printed opening price, we can ride the trend from there. All right. So this is simply a guide for you to position yourself in the direction you want to be trading. Because the truth is, once you are in the right direction of the market, there are higher probability for you to make profit from the trade. All right. So that is on NAS 100. We look at Euro USD. Euro USD, we predicted price to come into this area, push up, but it all went down to this and then push up. The idea is still there. Just that if you have taken a loss here, you will have taken an entry here. I spoke about this in my videos. All right. So we're expecting a continuation to the upside. So price push up. We'll continue the movement. But let's see the overall direction and see monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bearish. We're predicting a bearish move for a bullish move. Good. So weekly bullish. So the monthly bullish is still intact, you can see. Though the month has ended with a very indecisive candle. The weekly, same thing. Yeah, the weekly. You ask yourself which opening price are they respecting. You can see price came all the way to this and then push higher. So we should continue favoring the bullish move. On the daily, we have this. You can see the setup here. Price come in and push up there. That was our analysis there. So we should expect price to continue pushing higher. Now, how do we join into this trade? Let's look at the 4-hour. When the 4-hour give you a freshly minted opening price, that's when you join. This is not fresh. Otherwise, I would have marked this. So we wait. Maybe Asian market will give us a setup from the London. We pick up. So whenever I'm going live, we are going to talk more on how you join this trade or this trend to profit from the market. So don't forget, in the description, I have links to my free mini course. It will help you give an understanding of the way I view the market. And then you'll be getting bit-sized email from me. And whenever I have information about the market or any idea about the market, I'm going to send you an email. So I will encourage you to join that email list by subscribing to the mini course. It's going to help you a lot. All right. So, say Monday, nothing much to discuss here. There's nothing much for me to discuss here. I will see you on Monday.